Welcome back to the Who's at the Gates podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And tonight I am with the very patient Diana. And I say patient because I totally forgot to set up my new laptop. It's like, okay, let me just give you the quick 3-minute story because this is going to probably be a quick episode because I already spent like 30 to 40 minutes setting up my laptop. So what had happened is my work laptop had died, because I have two work laptops. My main work laptop had died on Friday. And I was in misery the whole time because I'm like, okay, how am I going to get all the stuff set up? Because I can't get to the tech support team Slack because I can't log in, so on and so forth. And I was like, you know what? Let me just get another laptop. So then I originally bought the laptop for my work to use with that. But then I'm like, why am I buying this high-end laptop to use for work when I can use it for my business and for my personal? So I was like, let me just take my mid-range laptop and switch my work stuff over to that one and then use the really nice one for what we're doing right now. So here we are. But silly me, didn't set it up before now because it just didn't, it didn't dawn on me for whatever reason. So then 9 o'clock hits and I'm like, oh, this is a setup. Diana, can you wait a second? It should take 5 minutes. What took 5 minutes took almost 30 to 40. So I called Diana patient tonight. That is how I'm describing her. Diana, do you have anything to say?
Let's just get into it.
I am so for that. All right, let's do this. And we are covering, what are we covering? That one. The thing with Martin. Okay, so the Vanessa thing. Let's start with Joey. So right here and do that.
All right, as long as someone's with her. It's a good thing you're here. You did the right thing. You.
Not who you were expecting?
It's okay, Randy. You can go.
You sure about that, boss?
Yeah, it's okay. Isn't it?
Of course. I've been waiting to be face to face with you for a long time.
Okay, she hasn't said who she is yet, but we called it, with it being Joey's sister. Diane, do you want to go first or do you want me?
You can go first.
Okay. I expected her to look a little bit more frumpy. I don't know why. I was just expecting something a little bit different than what they gave us with her. And not saying it's a bad thing of who she is, because she seems pretty cool so far or whatever. I do feel that she is not Joey's friend. I feel that she is just his sister in blood only. I'm not so sure she has his best interests at heart. She seems like she might be a little bit colder than he can be. I think she might be there to take over. And we even mentioned this because I said, and you pretty much agreed, is that she could be his op. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. What do you have?
Yeah, there was a scene, later on when he's just like, so yeah, again, why are you here? Like, why is Impaler playing games with me? And she goes, well, I'm the Impaler. And he just laughs, right? He just outright laughs. And she gives a look. There's like a certain look of like annoyance, or I don't know how exactly to describe it, but basically just kind of she was just very annoyed and irritated. And so I think what's going to happen is that she even said, actually, sorry, let me backtrack again. She even said, like she wanted to work with Joey, but Joey actually has like morals. He has like street code. And she's like, I'll kill someone. I don't care. She's just like, I don't I don't care. And he wasn't about that. So I do think that it's going to become like very ruthless between them. And he's actually going to have to make decisions. Like, I guarantee you, Vanessa is going to be like in the crosshairs when, a few months down the line.
We think so much alike because I was literally about to say that. I was like, Vanessa is in danger. Vanessa, you in danger, girl.
Yeah, she's in danger, and she can keep on playing her little heart attack games and all that. She's just she doesn't know what's coming, and I think she's really willing to sacrifice whoever to get to the top because she has something to prove, right? She was a woman in this family, and she wasn't given like the respect that she thought she deserved, and she was just cast to the side. For her being frumpy, I didn't think that at all, just because of Joey. Like, Vanessa obviously thinks that he's a very, very attractive man. I'm assuming that he comes from like an attractive family, so she doesn't like the way she looks. Didn't surprise me at all.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why I was just expecting that for some reason, but okay, cool. Let's go ahead. Eva, Isaiah, who was that? Okay.
And sorry, let me add one thing. I mean,
Mhm.
from what I just like seen online with like the community and everyone talking, a lot of people were very disappointed because there's like no stakes. Like, we don't know who she is. It's just another random person, right? There's just like a bit anticlimactic with the reveal. Just wondering, like, did you feel that way?
No, my thing is that because we already pretty much knew it was maybe Joey's sister and or 2 or 3 others, which thank you everyone who participated in the poll as well, because I noticed that people that participated in the poll, and thank you, Diana, for getting that poll up too. It wasn't a huge surprise. And I guess my thing is that I'm just waiting to see what she will do, because I already know that she's bad news. That I already know.
Right.
And I think the biggest problem will be Joey underestimating her. So with not having the background, it's one of those things, it's like, you don't know who I am, but you will type energy. That's what I get with her. Like, you think I'm still your little sister, but I'm not. And you don't know who I am, but you will type energy. So I'm not super pressed about there not being a lot of background on her.
If any one of y'all was disappointed in this reveal, please drop a comment below, because for her to just drop a hoodie and be like, "Nah, it's me." I also have a bit of a. I'm also a little irritated by that. So
let's do. Okay, we're gonna do a still on this one with Andre and Ted, because it was interesting they're having this conversation and they're both talking about how serious they are with their women and stuff, with Andre being like he's glad that he got serious with Dani, and then Ted now saying that he is taking the plunge or the jump or whatever with Shanice, and that he wants to get more serious. All this is telling me is that disaster is coming with this, especially with Ted. I just feel something is about to happen. And even later on, where he had grabbed Dani, because Dani came to meet Andre, and then Dani and Andre were about to leave, and Ted's like, "Hey, Dani, can I talk to you for a second?" And then Ted brings up talking about, "Oh, I'm bringing Shanice to the fundraiser. You think, will Nicole be okay with that?" And Dani's just laughing because she knows that Nicole has been fantasizing about him. Because when Ted was like, "Oh, she's been acting a little bit weird lately," and Dani just laughed like, "Oh no, everything's fine." So I thought that was funny, but we know it's coming. And I don't think Ted can handle it. Ted will not be able to handle Nicole showing some type of affection, whether it be physical or emotional, to him, because he still loves Nicole, and Shanice is about to be collateral damage. But with Andre and Dani, I still feel like Andre might be getting ready to self-sabotage, but that's just me. Diana, what do you have?
I also think, like, okay, Ted said something. He's like, "Oh, I've been putting in the work with Shanice." Or he said some comment like that, and I'm like, "Sir, what work? What have you done other than do absolutely everything wrong?" Um,
Well, he made Shanice that nice dinner, didn't he? Oh, hold on, no, that wasn't a dinner. What did he do? He did something.
I knew he like left cookies for her. So like he
Well,
like
no, it was something at the hotel. I feel like he did dinner or something for her. I don't know what it was, but it was something where she was like, "Oh, that was so nice," and this and that, and da da da. Da. But I think that was the night she found Leslie's underwear in the couch, too.
so like 4 months, 5 months ago, he made her
Yeah,
dinner. Okay, well,
not made. I think he purchased it or something. Because I remember we
okay,
had talked about whether Ted cooks or not.
okay. So Ted is putting in that work. About 5 to 6 months ago, he did a hotel dinner. I won't judge. I've been given less, so you know what? It's fine. It's we're getting cold macaroni and cheese for our birthday. It's okay.
Wow,
Um,
that was high-end macaroni and cheese, and there will be no Isaiah slander on this podcast.
oh, there's no, y'all, like there's gonna be a lot, so please don't leave. uh, anyways, also I think that Ted was fishing. I think he was fishing for information. That's why he's like, oh, I noticed she was so weird. Dot dot dot. And Dani just like gave him nothing, which as she should. She did the right thing by not like opening her mouth and being like, well, um, Ted is still definitely curious. I don't know if Andre is going to self-sabotage. I think it's going to be Dani.
We'll see about that, because that would be very, very, very messed up, especially with Bill and his situation. Yeah, we'll see. This we're skipping over because we didn't want to necessarily do all this conversation. We don't care about Jacob and Isaiah talking because like we're over it. They did have a lot of talking with Dani and Vanessa and the Impaler and Joey. So that was interesting. I'll start here on this and then we can play in the scene and then we can go into it. Let me see. All right.
No way am I subbing out Isaiah for you as my guest to Martin's fundraiser.
Hey, you did promise me a girls' night.
But this is so not that.
Okay, your boyfriend won't mind, honey. All right? I mean, he's not even the suit jacket type anyway. And he would not appreciate this event half as much as your mama.
Okay, Isaiah is glad to be going with me, and his brother will be there too.
Yeah, well, Isaiah will look good on your arm, but what can he contribute to the fund part of fundraiser? Nothing, all right? And that's the whole point. Fund.
Okay, why are you so eager to support Martin's campaign?
With wealth, I have become more civically engaged. Not to mention, I'd like to be around some of those movers and shakers who can do some damage control for the clinic, especially after this blood ring business went down.
Okay, fine. I'll make you a deal. If you can name one policy of Martin's that you support, and then elaborate why you're in favor of it, I'll see what I can do to get you in.
I like that. Eva got her good. Though, like,
Not that.
this whole situation is always funny to me when Leslie is trying to get something out of Eva. But I do like how Eva's like, okay, well, tell me about one of his policies. And then as it went on, obviously, Leslie didn't know anything about any of the policies that Martin was running on. But Leslie is Leslie and she will find a way. And towards the end, we saw that more than likely Leslie will be going, I won't say crashing because she's probably going to just spend a lot of money and buy a ticket. But I do like that Eva was invited to the fundraiser, that Isaiah is going with her. And I'm curious to see what happens because low-key, secretly, I'm hoping Eva meets somebody. I'm hoping Eva starts making connections with some of the movers and the shakers and building up her reputation, or should I say rebuilding her reputation, to start separating herself from her mother. Because that was one thing during the conversation that we didn't really care about with Jacob and Isaiah, is how Isaiah was trying to tell Jacob that Eva is not her mother and she's different. And I think if Eva makes a better effort of differentiating herself from her mother, then that will only be better for her. So I'm really hoping that she might be able to network a little bit at that fundraiser and meet a person or two that can also help her with the clinic, as well as maybe other things that she might have goals for, or Isaiah, because the whole Banneker thing and stuff. So yeah, Diana, what do you have?
It's so amazing how you paint these people in good light. You do see the best in everyone, Casey. It's just something to look up to.
I feel judgment coming through the screen.
I know. She should just stay home, honestly. I don't like, why is she going? She doesn't even want to go. She's just like, oh, she feels just like an outcast and all that. Stay home, girl. No need. just stay home. It's fine. No one will miss you. It's okay. You don't have to go. Feel out of place and like all
She's
this
going
stuff.
to support her brother.
On a $5 contribution through the mail. I'm sure he has a QR code. You just like scan it and he'd like donate directly to his campaign.
It's called being there because she's family.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the blood test or paternity test, so I'm gonna hold out some reservations there. But sure, on the surface, yes, you are correct. In real life, who knows?
I mean, low key, I did give the side eye, even though Eva is absolutely gorgeous. I did give the side eye for the casting, and the young lady who plays her is doing a great job. It's just when they were saying, oh, she's Ted's baby, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Ted's dark skin, Leslie's dark skin. Where's the light skinned people in their families? Because the only person we met really is Peaches. And I'm just like, it's not making sense. And if with Eva being that light, if I were Ted, I would have been asking questions, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
So,
who know? I don't know. Mendel Square, Mendel. What is it? Yeah, to figure out genetics. But you're right. She is. The actress is very pretty. They're all. I mean, I think everyone on the cast is very pretty, or handsome, and both. Yeah. I mean, I don't have much for them. I think it's just like the same old, same old. I don't know why she thinks that she could keep her mom away. Or not at least like tell people, I guess, like, hey, my mom's scheming. I mean, I guess to a certain extent, you just have to like give up responsibility. But I think that's the problem, is that no matter what, Eva is always going to stand up for her mom. So I am curious to see how she's going to react when she sees her mom, because we know Leslie, we know Dana, we know she has wigs on wigs on wigs. Like if she wanted to, she could sneak in and find a way, like. It's inevitable. Yeah. She's gonna be there.
And I'm waiting to see what happens. In my heart of hearts, I really want Leslie to meet Victor so bad, just to see Victor's reaction. But yeah, it's all good. Which Victor is arriving tomorrow, to my understanding. So meaning Tuesday. So yeah. We will see, which will be today for the Gators when this goes up. Okay, so we've already discussed Andre. Is this the thing? Yes, it is. Okay, this is the part here where Vanessa gets whacked back into reality by Dani, and definitely want to play this scene. Let's see. Come on. There we go. All right, here we go.
I'm at home here. The kitchen is the only room I wouldn't dare touch. It's Joey's favorite place.
Most men want a man cave with a 70-inch TV.
Oh, Joey's all about his copper pots and top-of-the-line range. Not that I'm complaining, since I benefit from his passion for cooking.
A regular Gordon Ramsay.
Without the temper. I've hardly ever heard him yell. I've heard they call him the gambling Buddha.
Who's they?
His friends, I suppose?
Who are his friends?
Why are you asking me that?
Because as I look around this admittedly beautiful and stylish condo, there's only one photo. Yours. No friends, no family, just you and Joey.
Joey has a complicated relationship with his family.
Not much in the way of personal items either.
He plays his cards close to the vest, Dani.
Which I understand, given his profession. Must be hard constantly living with your guard up.
He carries it well.
How about you? How are you going to integrate Joey's lifestyle with the people you love?
Meaning?
Donnell and Deanna. They're not going to be at Banneker forever. What if they want to move home? If you're inviting danger to sidle up to your doorway, it's sidling up to theirs too.
Why can't I keep my love life and my parenting separate?
Sweetie, what happened the last time you played Between Worlds?
Don't bring Doug into this. I didn't call you for this.
I'm your friend, Vanessa. And I'm not judging you. Lord knows I have made my fair share of passion-based decisions, but I wouldn't be here today if you didn't call me panicked because Joey is at some intense meeting that has you scared. Now, I don't question anymore whether you and Joey love each other, but when are you going to take the stakes of this relationship with the seriousness they demand?
I'm not risk-averse. Never have been.
What about Donnell and Deanna? Do you want them to visit you here? Walk past some goon in the hallway and see you worried out of your mind about everyone's safety?
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, Dani. I know you have good intentions, but I'll have to ask you to leave now.
Listen, I hope Joey gets home safe and sound. Would you call me later and let me know everyone's okay?
I will.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Dani looks amazing. So let's just get that out the way first. Second of all, Vanessa thinks she's about that life and she's not. She isn't. And that was shown after the warehouse incident, how she started freaking out that someone got killed. It's like, girl, if you're dealing with crime like this, someone eventually gets killed. That's just what it is. So you can't even handle that. So how will you handle this other stuff? And again, now that Joey's sister, aka the Impaler, is here, Vanessa, you in danger anyway. So now your kids are in danger too. That's where this gets interesting. And in addition to that, if you are in danger, I would say even more so, because it will be hard for Joey to do something to his sister. And I feel like his sister will be counting on that Joey won't have the heart to act against her. And that only leaves Vanessa wide open. So anyways, and also Dani being honest, shout out to Dani for just telling Vanessa the truth and whacking her a few good times. Diana, you got it.
I mean, I think Vanessa goes to Nicole's school of parenting, which is get you a glass of wine and go, I don't know how to deal with these kids. Just living my life. I mean, I think it was very telling that she called Dani because she thought, Dani was going to be the one to agree with her. It was very intentional on her part to take the one that wasn't going to question her, and look what she got. questions, because it's only, I mean, I think it's only natural. I don't know why she refuses to think about this, or why she thinks that she can separate her life like this and at the same time crave for him to be more in it. Like she wants both things, right? She's like, well, why can't my life be separate? But here she is trying to push him onto her children, push him onto her friends, push her onto her into her daily life, right? You know, the whole big Winterfest thing where she's like, why don't you want to be seen with me in public and all that? He can't separate that. He really can't. And I don't know like why she's so delusional about it. And I think it's going to be a conversation that's going to happen again and again and again. And I think the problem is that you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. She doesn't want help. That's the thing. She just wants validation. So I think the writers would do us justice if they just kidnapped her now, you know, like just put her in danger now. Let's not drag it out, you know, with her being like, no, Joey's fine. Joey's, you know, he's a member of this community. No, just kidnap her. Just kidnap her, hold her hostage for however long it needs to take. And let's wrap this up.
Not treating Vanessa like Ashley, which sadly Ashley did not get kidnapped. And I'm just like, damn. But yeah, she didn't get kidnapped. And I was like, see, this is what happens when you don't have people who know how to do stuff right. Because that was Leah. Leah only had one job: kidnap Ashley. Didn't get it done. Jacob shows up, and it's give me a plea deal. I'll take any deal you got. Okay, Leah. So now I will say I don't think Joey's sister is Leah. I think Joey's sister is about business. I think she is built for this life.
Yes, that's why.
First impression. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think that's why I'm like, just kidding. It's gonna happen. I don't think she's gonna hesitate to sacrifice this lady. She's just like, I don't care. If we need to get Allison on the phone, though, I do think Allison is behind that whole lawsuit with Chelsea, and Madison. But if we need to get Allison on the line, like, let's do it. She's putting in the work even from beyond jail, you know. That is a go-getter. That is someone that we need.
You know what, Diana? I didn't even think about hiring Allison. If I'm chief of staff, then I'm definitely making you HR. So definitely. Okay, let's go ahead. We're getting close to wrapping this up. Because a lot of these conversations were continuations of what happened at the beginning. Do I want to talk about, you know what, we do have to, but I'm just debating if I want to play it. Let's just do it still.
Yeah.
So the Joey and Vanessa thing, with Joey lying to Vanessa about who the Impaler is, I understand why he did, because Joey knows that if Vanessa knew who the Impaler was, she would tell Nicole or Dani. Well, she probably would tell Dani now after the whole conversation that they just had. But it's a possibility she could tell Dani, then Dani would tell Naomi, and Naomi would tell Jacob. So I get why Joey lied. At the same time, it's just kind of like, Vanessa, you're just not ready. You're not as ready for this life as you think you are. And I think there will be a hard hitting reality check to Vanessa when something happens. I don't know why, but I feel one of the kids may be up for grabs in this, because they're not on the show as much. And we can't say that they're bringing up the new generation and stuff like that with Samantha and Tyrell and soon to be Chessie, because I'm sure we'll see Chessie again. And then with Donnell and Deanna, it wouldn't necessarily be a huge hit to the show if something happened to Deanna or Donnell with doing that. So, and not saying it will happen, I'm just saying I'm not throwing it out of the realm of possibility. where
That
due
could be
to
the. Oh, I'm so
okay,
sorry. Keep on, no, I keep on interrupting you. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
It's just like that is so like my mind is just like working on how that could go. My vision is that see, but they already did someone sacrificing themselves. You got Derek. Because I think that would be very much, or either Vanessa sacrifices her life, or Deanna sacrifices her life for one or the other, right? And for if that were to happen to Deanna, and she'd be like reunited with Doug, which is what I think she really wants, right? She wants her dad back. Or if Vanessa's just gone for good, who knows? And Joey's just like left to grieve. But they already did that with Derek, so I do wonder.
No, I think it's something. I don't necessarily think it's about a sacrifice. And just for the record, the more I think about this Derek situation as the days pass, the more irritated I get with it. I don't want to equate sacrifice and stupidity. It's yeah, that was ego and stupidity with Derek. With this here, I believe that it may just be something where someone gets caught up in the probably literally gets caught up in the crossfire and they just end up dying because of it, or someone specifically is like someone becomes a target. And could it be a thing where Vanessa becomes the target and then one of the kids gets caught up and dies by accident? Absolutely. But I do feel there, like if I were the Impaler and if I felt Joey was an issue, I would target really the kids before I target Vanessa, but that's just me.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that and that being a point of conflict for Vanessa. Like, is that what it takes to
Yeah, to rile things up and make a point. But like I said, that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do with this storyline. I mean, I hate that it's focused on Vanessa and Joey because, to be honest, like, I don't care that much. Again, just kidnap her. Let's just get it over with. So I'm not sure if anyone else feels that way. If anyone else feels like it should have been someone else to be the Impaler.
Or does anybody even feel Vanessa's in danger? Like maybe we should do that as a poll. Do you believe Vanessa's in danger of being whatever by the Impaler and stuff? Do you believe Vanessa will become a target of the Impaler?
See, part of me wonders if that's why Joey didn't tell her the truth. I thought it was more for her protection than not. I forgot about the whole newsletter aspect where it's like if you tell someone something in this town, the whole world will know it in 1 to 2 business days. But
yeah, because they'll talk about it at the country club uptown or Orphe Jeans out in the open. So yeah,
there's no privacy here.
Okay, let's see what else. There was that conversation, and that's when Dani comes in to get yeah, you know what? Let's just leave it at that. Because we know Leslie will more than likely be at the fundraiser because Leslie is Leslie. But she's doing it the legit way, though. She's just getting her in through another person instead of Eva. Leslie's like, hey, I have money, because the lady even told Leslie, like, these tickets are expensive. And Leslie's like, well, worth every penny. I'll pay every percent, whatever Leslie says. So
they're already doing a seating chart. So I'm just like, this has to get approved by someone in the campaign. And then also she knew who she like. Okay, what doesn't make sense to me is that this lady said your reputation precedes you. Thank you. I was like, what's the R word? Your reputation precedes you. If that reputation is in fact true, why would you want to have the mistress, like the candidate's father's mistress, at this event? That's what doesn't make sense to me. Is that she knows who Leslie is. So why would she even entertain the thought of like a ticket? So if that's how Leslie gets in, it just like doesn't add up to me. How this goes about. Like it would make sense to me she snuck in which would be, you know, annoying and very Leslie, but I could believe that. Leslie buying a ticket from someone or someone directing her to buy it legitimately, someone who knows who this woman is, it's just another just makes me believe again that just like Leslie has received like no repercussions. Her and Eva have received no repercussions from their actions.
I don't necessarily agree with that. With Eva, like definitely she was the pariah for a while and still is to a certain degree, even though people have been coming around to her. But for the Leslie situation, it isn't a stretch for me because it's politics. And in politics, I've seen mortal enemies come together for certain situations. And this is a lot of money on the table. I don't know. I'm on the fence with Martin because enough time has passed now, because it's been a year. Enough time has passed where Martin might be like, you know what, let me get this money. I don't have to like her. I don't have to acknowledge her, but I will take her money and keep it moving. Unless he's in his moral high ground type of energy. And it's like, I can't take money from her. I refuse to take money from her. That could be it. But I don't think it's an automatically I won't take money from her. I think it could be either way.
Well, it's not even the money for me. I mean, even Eva called it out. She's just like, I can't have you here. You're going to cause a scene. Like, you can't act right. No one, it doesn't matter. Leslie is not a person that you want, like, just like, let alone the money. This is supposed to be like an event where you're supposed to like get donors. You have someone like that, and you're just like, no, who in the world is this candidate? Like, who is this woman? Like, I don't know if I like the company he keeps. Let me take my money elsewhere. That's the thing, is that she is very volatile. She's predictable in a way that she's not predictable, right? Like, you know, give her a room, she's gonna make an entrance, she's gonna act a fool. You don't want that in an event, no matter the money.
Well, we will see what happens because I have a feeling she's gone. So we'll see her there.
I think she is definitely going to be there. So,
all right, sweet. Well, you know, I think it was a lovely episode, even though last minute-ish. Yeah, there's not that much that I have. I'm just waiting for the fireworks this week to see what's about to happen. I think the event doesn't officially happen until Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, because Victor flies in Tuesday. Wednesday, so maybe it will happen Wednesday.
I think Wednesday, yeah.
Okay, maybe it will happen Wednesday, and we can take it from there. But from my end, yeah, I don't have too much because there isn't major stuff happening. Haley and Bill were not in this episode today. Chelsea and Madison were not in this episode today. So that was interesting as well. I'm sure they're doing whatever they're doing. Yeah. The only thing that's really on my mind, honestly, is Ted and Nicole. I really want to see when this will happen because it's coming. I'm ready for that. The Impaler and Joey, it's whatever, because I feel like we already know what's about to happen. She's about to put chaos into that man's life. Even Isaiah, they're doing fine. Leslie is crashing parties or buying her way into events. And Naomi and Jacob, which Naomi wasn't in this episode. It was just Jacob and Isaiah. That should not hit me. Naomi wasn't in this episode either. Okay.
Maybe she was working at Orphe Jeans.
As a waitress.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that's all we have, I think, unless you have anything else.
No, that's all for me.
Okay, everyone, thank you for the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes and supporting the show. If you haven't subscribed to the best Beyond the Gates podcast on the net, then, or should I say unofficial Beyond the Gates podcast, even though one day we will be official.
We're manifesting it already.
Yeah, CBS, I feel you calling me, but don't call me during Mercury retrograde because Diana and I won't answer. So definitely call around August the 15th. That would be great. Mercury will be direct, everything will be wonderful, and we can get a nice sign-on bonus and all that other good stuff. And then also we can get the Procter & Gamble sponsorship as well, because I use Tide regularly. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. But everyone, yeah, make sure you subscribe because it makes a difference. In the comments, we have been keeping up with the comments too, and we've been having a blast interacting with all of you. And yeah, still working on the Apple podcast thing. Apple has been fighting with me on getting it set up because there's certain things you have to do with settings and some other things, but it will happen. I'm determined to make that happen. So until next time, everybody.
Bye.